Hey everyone, welcome back to KISS, which stands for Keep It Simple Seniors. Hi, I'm John, and today we're taking the first big step toward creating your very first YouTube video. All right, this is session 3, which I've entitled Planning Your First Video. This can feel a bit scary. What will I talk about? What if I mess up? But by the end of this session, you'll have a simple plan for your first video and the confidence to try it. Now, hopefully, after session 2, 2 weeks ago, you've set up a Gmail account on Google, and then you were able to get into YouTube and set up your account. So now you can create videos, and you've come up with a channel name. If you haven't done so, go back toward the end of session 2, that video I put up, maybe the last 10 minutes of it, and that'll explain what you need to do. Now, I didn't post a video last week as far as a training video. I had eye surgery on Tuesday for a cataract, and it didn't go as well as planned, but that's a different story. So I just wasn't up for it last week, but I am back now, and here I am. All right, now, what makes a good first video? Some examples of simple videos are Grandpa's life lessons or easy 3-minute recipes. Let's start with something important. Your first video does not have to be perfect. Your first videos should be short, maybe 3 to 5 minutes in length. They should be simple, focus on one topic or idea. They should be friendly, like talking to a friend through the lens of the camera, the best that you possibly can. It's going to be intimidating when you first start it because you're not used to just talking to a camera. You're used to talking to your friend and saying, using hand gestures and everything else. You could still use hand gestures, but your friend is right there in the camera. And believe me, I have trouble, and I still have trouble trying to look at that camera directly. And, you don't need fancy cameras or editing. People just want to hear from you. The next section is choosing your topic. What do you want to talk about? Here are some easy first video ideas for seniors. You could start out with a short story from your life or a quick recipe you love. Talk about your favorite hobby, gardening, crafts, music, tips or advice for younger generations. A video just introducing yourself and why you started your channel. Pick a straightforward topic that feels easy and fun for you. Nobody's going to remember your first video. Nobody's going to care. You may get just a few views on it. But after you post a whole bunch of videos, you'll go back to that first video and you'll laugh and you'll say to yourself, oh my God, that was me. I sucked at it. And you will. There's no doubt in my mind. Your eyes are going to be wandering all over the place. You're going to be forgetting your script. You're going to be looking here and you're going to be looking there. And you're going to say words that contradict themselves. And you're going to stutter and stammer. I tell you, the first one I did had 32 mentions of my favorite phrase, which is, you know. And the only reason I know this is because I went back and I printed out a transcript of that first video I did. And I counted the number of times that I said, you know, and it was 32 times. However, with the video editing program that I use, I was able to get rid of, I say, the majority of them just by editing them out. And that's something you'll learn how to do in the future. But who cares what your first video is going to be? It doesn't matter. Just do it. I mean, you got to have the courage to start it. Now, here's a tip. You don't need to write out every word. I have an outline in front of me that I refer to. And some people say use cue cards. But I'm at the age, if I use a cue card and has a short description, I won't remember everything that I want to talk about. My memory is not that sharp that I can go from one subject to the next. So I have to basically write out an outline. And you don't have to write out every word, like I said, but use an outline like I have. Just short notes to remind you what to say. For instance, if you were sharing a recipe, your outline might be say hello and welcome people. Show the recipe ingredients. Talk through the steps. Say thanks and goodbye. Outlines should help you sound natural, not like you're reading from a book. Again, it's just going to take practice, practice, practice. And you're going to feel very conspicuous when you do your first video. It's just natural. Just don't be intimidated by it. Everybody goes through this process, unless you are a broadcaster or you're a newsman or a news weatherman, weather girl, or something like that. That's going to be natural to you. But most people don't unless they're public speakers. I could speak in front of an audience of maybe up to 30 people. But when I first started this, I was intimidated by this simple camera here in my phone. Section 4. Every video needs a start and an ending place. For instance, in your intro, say, "Hi, I'm John. My channel is In John's Universe. Today I'm sharing my favorite breakfast recipe." And your outro could be, "Thanks for watching. If you like this, I'll see you in my next video," or anything that you can come up with which personalizes you and makes you feel authentic and resonates or puts you in touch more so with the audience that you're trying to capture. Simple, friendly, and easy to remember. That's important. Section 5 talks about setting realistic goals. Your goal for your first video, as I mentioned before, keep it under 5 minutes. Cover one topic. Have fun. This is about learning, not perfection. You can continually improve later. Nobody starts as a pro. However, with your first video, make sure that you don't hem and haw at the beginning and say, "Hey, this is my first video. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that." Make it very clear right from the outset what you want to talk about. Today, I'm going to talk about creating this new breakfast recipe. It's a new type of waffle that I've experimented with, and then go into the description of it. That's how you start. All right, for section 6, this is a homework assignment for you. Before our next session, pick out your first video topic. Write a short outline with 3 to 4 talking points. Practice saying the intro and outro out loud. You don't need to record yet. We'll do that together in the next session. A great job today. You've chosen your topic, planned your outline, and are ready for the fun part, recording your first video. In the next session of KISS, or Keep It Simple Seniors, I'll show you how to record without fear using simple tools you probably already have. Your phone, for instance, is a great asset to have for recording videos. And you can record them on your phone, and you could use the audio from your phone. If you have something more sophisticated, if you have a better camera and a mic, that's all well and good. But, just whatever you have at your disposal, use it. You can even use, and I'm going to point up to it. It's not going to record it, but I'm going to record up to the camera that's built in, the webcam that's built in, and the mic capabilities that's built into the computer. You can use those. And a lot of people get started on that. They don't even use a camera or an iPhone or a other kind of phone. They just use their computer. Remember, this is about enjoying the process. Well, I hope you liked this short video today, and I apologize again for being late. Uh, but if you did like the video and you haven't subscribed yet, I would appreciate it if you would do so. If you've had subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you coming back and listening to me again. Hit the like button. If you like this video, that helps with our YouTube algorithm. I can't even talk today. Want to subscribe? Hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified of future videos every time they come out, hit the notifications bell. That's important. But I guess the most important thing today is comments. I didn't get many comments on my previous 2 KISS videos. And if you want to critique me, say, "Hey, John, it sucked," or, "Hey, John, you need to do this better," or, "Hey, John, I really liked it. It was informative, and I appreciate you taking the time to walk us through it slow but surely." That means a lot. So put comments up there. I see the comments, and I usually respond to them in a timely manner. And it's not just a thumbs up that I'll give on a comment. I'll try to come up with an answer to that comment and give the person who took the time to leave the comment the respect that they deserve. They took the time to leave a comment. I'm going to take the time to get back to them with an answer to that comment. That's it for today. That's all I have. Remember, get started, get information that you need to be put together so next week we can start we can start recording your first video. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Remember, this is about enjoying the process. So I'll see you in session 4 of KISS, Keep It Simple Seniors, which I'm going to entitle Recording Without Fear. So get your outline together, get your thoughts together, and be ready to work on it. So work on your homework for this week. Believe me, you'll enjoy it. You'll have fun in doing it. It'll be meaningful to you in the future. I can almost guarantee that. So thank you again for listening to me today. I do appreciate it. I hope everybody has a good week, and I'll talk to you at the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.